The team I'm most worried about in the NBA at the moment is the Phoenix Suns. They look like they're going to miss the play-in contention this year. They don't own any of their first-round picks moving forward. In this fantasy rebuild, we're going to trade Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. We're going to clean out some of the other players on this team too. And for next season, we're going to start from scratch. We're going to try to get our picks back. We're going to try to get some other draft capital. And we're going to turn this franchise around and hopefully turn them into true contenders. Hopefully, we can win this year. I don't think we are, but we can do what we can to try and succeed and try and get there. But this offseason, we're hitting the big red button and we're panicking and resetting everything. So the year comes to an end and Shea is your MVP. Rookie of the year goes to Alex Sarr. Peyton Pritchard is your sixth player of the year. D-Boy goes to Anthony Davis, which I don't actually think he's going to win this because he's been out for quite some time. And he's not meant to come back till after March or like middle of March. So it'll be interesting to see how 2K kind of grades this once he's back, but we'll see. Amen Thompson, most improved and clutch player of the year goes to Trae Young, with Kenny Atkinson being the coach of the year. So I'm guessing, Devin Booker's here on All-NBA third team, so that boosts up his trade value a little bit. And yeah, we miss out on the playoffs. So that's danger signs. That's a big warning signs right there. Phoenix need to start again. We need to get our picks back. I just accidentally smacked my controller. It's Jokic coming up against Jalen Brunson. The Nuggets versus the Knicks, and the Knicks win in 7. Cat is your finals MVP. Wow. Okay. So the offseason commences. We're going to overwrite LeBron, but everyone else here we're going to let retire. We'll go through the draft lottery. But what we're going to do before we start the draft lottery is we're going to turn our trade overwrite on, because we're going to make some big superstar trades, and 2K doesn't typically like when that happens. So we are destined, our pick is 12 to the Rockets. So I'm thinking we try and trade Devin Booker to Houston. I feel like they could use a point guard. We can maybe get Dylan Brooks and Reed Shepherd back and some other picks. I don't know where KD is going to go. Maybe we can try and send him to Golden State, or maybe Orlando could be a fun destination for him. The Thunder, potentially, or maybe the Bulls even, but I don't think the Bulls would give up pick 6. So let's see what happens here. We stay at 12. Okay, so we stay at 12. I wouldn't even mind maybe trying to trade him to the Spurs. I don't know what we could get back from the Spurs, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So we'll keep Budenhauser around, and then it's NBA draft time. So yeah, here's what we're going to do. So we're going to trade, the first trade we're going to do is we're going to put Devin Booker up here, and we're going to trade him to the Houston Rockets. I feel like this would be such a good destination for him. So we're going to ask for Brooks, and I'm going to ask for Reed Shepherd in this trade because I feel like Reed Shepherd wouldn't get any minutes with Devin Booker on the squad. We're going to ask for a pick 12, and then we're also going to ask for our pick back there. And let's also ask for a pick in 2029. So three first round picks, a former first round pick, and Dylan Brooks' salary for Devin Booker. They say no, but we're going to trade override it. Bam. Devin Booker is now on the Rockets. So another trade that I want to do is Kevin Durant. Now, I don't know who would be willing to do this trade. I don't want Paul George. I don't think the Bulls would be doing that trade. The Celtics would be interesting, but I don't think they would do that. The Clippers, no, I don't think they would do that either. Would Atlanta? But then they'd have to push Shea back behind KD. The Heat are interesting. The Hornets, possibly not. The Jazz, no. The Kings, no. Knicks, no. Lakers, probably not. The Magic are interesting. They have pick 24 and then some other draft capital. The Mavs are also pretty interesting. Could get PJ Washington and some other guys back, and you pair Kyrie with AD, and you pair Kyrie, AD, and KD together. Yeah, that could be an insane play. He wouldn't go back to the Nets, wouldn't go to the Pacers, the Pelicans probably not. The Raptors are interesting. I don't think they do that though. The Spurs are also interesting. We could definitely visit that. I feel like Wemby and KD would be fun together. And then, we've got the Timberwolves, the Blazers, the Warriors don't even have a first round pick this year. Okay, sending him to the Wizards would be kind of fun, but also kind of mean at the same time. But that could actually be a pretty interesting opportunity. Okay, so let's see what we can get from the Spurs. So we'll try and get pick 16. Let's also get... Let's see if we can get a 2026 first round pick. We'll just go 2 first round picks for KD. And then player wise, I guess we could take on Harrison Barnes' expiring contract. We could take Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson's not too bad. And then we need 32 more mil. So yeah, that's a big number. Harrison Barnes gets it done. So is there anyone else we can possibly steal in this as well? I don't think there's going to be. Blake Wesley, yeah, no one can really... Yeah, we can't really pick up anyone here. Okay, that's fine. I think this trade is probably the best we're going to get. Keldon Johnson, Harrison Barnes, and then 2 first-round picks. I'm actually pretty happy with that for KD. Let me know down below if this returns too little, but I'm happy with that. Well, they actually declined that, but we're going to trade override that. Okay, so the last trade we're going to do here is we're going to try and trade Bradley Beal. I don't know if anyone's going to... Okay, the Clippers want Bradley Beal. The Grizzlies... Miami Heat will offer up Tyler Hero and pick 12. See, Rui and Gabe kind of works. I kind of like that. The Brooklyn Nets, we could get Cam Johnson back. If we could maybe do this trade without bringing him back... No, actually, I don't want to be competitive at all next year. I'd rather be mid. So I kind of want to do this trade with the Lakers. So you have to do the Gabe Vincent. You have to do him in this trade. Yeah, unfortunately. Can't even do Dalton Connect. Okay, that kind of sucks. Okay, we'll take on the Gabe Vincent contract as well, I guess. So we get Rui, we get Gabe, and we trade Bradley Beal. Okay, I'm happy with that. Bradley Beal is now a Laker. Bam, he's gone. Okay, so what other trades can we kind of do here? I'm thinking Grayson Allen is definitely a piece that I want to move right now. And then we'll also look at trading away. Wait, was that a Kongwu for Grayson Allen? Okay, that's kind of wild. I don't think I want to do that, but that's very interesting. Okay, Cole Anthony and Gary Harris is interesting too. Maxwell Lewis in a first round pick. So there's some value here. There is a lot of value here. So, okay, we have to give up pick 29, but we get a couple of good picks from the Thunder. Kamara, Moses Moody, Sadiq Bey. Okay. The Chicago Bulls offer is kind of interesting, not gonna lie. We get Lonzo for a couple years. We have to give up a first though, and I don't really want to give up a first. Yeah, maybe we can keep Grayson Allen around for 1 more year. What if we do a trade for Royce O'Neal? Clear out some more cap space here. So some picks would be nice. I kind of would take anything for this. Maxwell Lewis is interesting, but I don't really want to give up a pick myself. The Thunder want it, man. Okay, can we give them Grayson Allen and they can't take that on. It's 27 mil over. So what if we take back? Would we be able to take back Wiggins? I'll take back Isaiah Joe. That seems to get that done. Okay, I'll take back Isaiah Joe, Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen, and I'll even take away this pick too. So 1 pick and Isaiah Joe, they are going to decline, but I'm just going to overwrite that because I feel like that's a very big trade for them. Okay, now we turn trade overwrite off. Now this is off. Okay, cool, because that probably shouldn't have been on in the last trade, but we did it anyway. Is there any other trades we can possibly do right now? I don't think so. I'll flip Gabe Vincent if we can get anything for him. The Rockets would give 2. Okay, we already traded with the Rockets, so I don't really want to do that. Yeah, there's nothing really crazy here, so I think we'll just keep Gabe Vincent around. Okay, cool. So now we go to the NBA draft. This is kind of a long-ish off season, but hey, that's fine. So we've got pick 12 here. I think we need a point guard of the future. So let's take Jeremiah Fears. I'm happy with that. And then we're going to go to pick 16. And then, Kadeem Malak would be awesome on this team. Let's take Kadeem Malak. Bam. Okay, that's huge for us. That's a really good draft. And then we've got another option here. So let's take JT Toppin kind of sounds cool. Drake Powell is here. We'll take Drake Powell. That's a big pickup. Okay, and then we have one more pick. So we'll take Cannon Catchings here. Bam. Cool. So 4 picks in this draft to kind of reset the roster a little bit. I'm really happy with that. We're gonna make sure we sign all these guys. Okay, apparently we can't. We have too many players on the roster. So I think we have to probably release some people right now. So let's just release Ty Washington. Let's release Jalen Bridges. Let's release Colin Gillespie. And I think we're going to have to maybe flip some other of these guys. So I actually don't think we can. I actually do not think we can flip anybody. Can we get a pick for Cody Martin at least, or something nice and juicy? Okay, the Thunder again would want to do a trade. I guess we'll just send him to the Thunder. Cool. All right. Let's just do this one pick in 2028, and we'll give up a second. Yeah, sure. Cool. All right. Can we please sign our guys now? We can't. Okay, that's nuts. I mean, I guess we can just release, like, who's not going to come back next year, I guess. That's the question. Monte Morris is probably not going to come back next year. And, like, Damian Lee is not going to come back next year. Is that good now? That's good now. Okay, team player options. We're going to decline Misic as well. And then qualifying offers. We don't really have anyone. Okay. So, I would like to bring back Tyus Jones, but I feel like everyone else here we can probably let go. Bol would kind of be cool, so if we could bring him back, that would be nice. But let's just see if we can bring back Tyus Jones. Let's see if we can sign him. We don't have enough money. Okay, that's fine. What is our team going to look like next year? That's the question. Fears, Shepard, probably Drake Powell and Isaiah Joe coming off the bench. Rui Hashimura and Ryan Dunn, and then Brooks and probably Keldon Johnson. I think that's going to be fine. And then we have Malak and Richard. So, I mean, we don't really need to spend much money or bring anyone in. So I think we might just... Bryce Sensabaugh is here. He didn't actually get signed by anyone. That's interesting. Is anyone else here at all? No. Okay. I think we signed Bryce Sensabaugh. If he wants to come in. Yeah, cool. All right, that's fine. That's fine by me. Okay, so we bring in a young player, Bryce Sensabaugh. He's going to sign, and I think we're good. So we're going to get a player progression. We're probably going to see some regression from some players. Yeah, like Harrison Barnes. But these guys aren't going to be here next year. So we're going to have probably a bit of cap space next year. The first thing I think I might do here is we might flip Brooks to a small forward. And does Hashimura go up as a power forward? He stays the same. Okay, cool. And I think we're good there. Cool. All right, so I'm hoping to be bad next year. I don't think we're going to stop and make any trades at the deadline. If I do, I'll show you guys. But for now, I think we're just going to let the team run its course. And yeah, we're going to hopefully get a good pick next year. Hopefully pick 1 so we can get Debancer, or pick 2 so we can get Boozer or Debancer. I don't know. I just want one of those 2 guys. So I decided not to stop at the deadline. I tried to look for Harrison Barnes trades and Gabe Vincent trades, but no one wanted them, which is a little bit understandable. So Shea is your MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Cooper Flag. Dylan Harper, 6th Man of the Year. Deepoy Wemby, Scoot Most Improved. Clutch player Shea. Greg Popovich is your Coach of the Year. So good to see Pop back. Yeah, we don't get any Suns players on any of these teams, which is not a big surprise at all. We get Drake Powell, our 2nd or 3rd, in all rookie team. And Jeremiah Fears and Kadeem Malak here too. So again, we didn't make the play-ins, which is completely fine, or the playoffs. Hopefully we finished pretty much last, and we did. Not really much of a surprise who led the way. Reed Shepherd, Keldon Johnson actually breaking out a little bit here. Not as good as his 22-23 year here in Sacramento, San Antonio, but Drake Powell played really well as well. So let's see who wins the championship this year, and then we got a big off-season coming up. So Spurs coming up against the Pistons. That would be kind of fun for the NBA. And Wemby gets his first championship, averaging a double-double, which is pretty good. 4-1, they beat the Pistons. So moving on, LeBron is actually going to retire this time. Russ, Giroux, Paul George, and Tobias Harris all calling it time. So let's see what we get. I'm hoping we can move up a little bit. We're projected. Whoa, okay. Okay, so those trades we did with was it OKC that gave us those picks? And we got Atlanta's first round pick there from the trade with the Kevin Durant trade. That was pretty cool. Kevin Durant won a ring. I didn't even think about that. That's pretty cool. Okay. So let's see what happens here. Maybe that Utah pick is protected. I'm not too sure. And we fall to 4, 5, and okay. Cool. Okay. I want to make a trade. That's what I want to do. We'll keep Budenholzer around for one more year. I want to move up to at least number 2. At least number 2. Now, I don't know how we're going to get that. We'll start with number 1, but I don't think we're going to be able to get number 1. So where is... so the Knicks have number 1. So we don't really want to make them insanely better. So let's offer up... Do we just do 4 and 5? Like, I guess we can just do 4 and 5 for 1. Like, would they accept this? So they want Keldon Johnson and a first round pick here. Another first round pick in 2029. And they'll give us Mikal Bridges, which I don't particularly want to do. I don't particularly want Keldon Johnson. I guess we can give you a pick in 2029. They're not going to say yes. They really want Keldon Johnson. I don't want to give you Keldon Johnson. I feel like we're giving up a lot. Rui would be pretty good to offer up here. But yeah, I'm not too sure what we're going to actually throw in here. Would you accept Oso? Would you accept Iguodaro? And we'll take back... Like, I wouldn't mind taking back McBride. That's like the only dude you have under contract. That's nuts. Would you do this trade? No, they wouldn't. Okay. Man, I really don't want to give up 8 as well. I really don't want to give up 8 as well. I guess I'll throw in... this 27 pick because we have a few picks in 27. So, no, this is a big hole for pick number 1. They agree. Okay, so we get pick 1. Who do we want? That's the question. We can let Rui go if we get AJ or Cameron Boozer. Just kind of... Oh, I really don't know. Tim Duncan Hall of Fame or LeBron James Hall of Fame. Oh, man, I really don't know. I kind of like the height with Cameron Boozer. Oh, I don't know. I think we're going to... let's go AJ DeBancer. We'll take AJ DeBancer with this pick. And then we got pick 8 here. And we're going to also take... Okay, so Nate Ament 6'10". So Caleb Wilson 6'10". Nate Ament is 6'10" as well. I kind of like the idea of taking Nate Ament here. Let's say Nate Ament. Bam. Big draft for us. Love to see it. Love to see it. So now we're going to move on to rookie signings. Make sure both those guys are signed. We're not really going to have much cap space at all. So we're going to sign all 3 of these guys. All 4 of those guys, sorry. And then we got qualifying offers. So who do we need to make sure we bring back? So we're going to say goodbye to Rui, Harrison Barnes, and Gabe Vincent. And we need to bring back Nick Richards. Unless he doesn't want to sign with us. So he's not... Okay. Okay. He doesn't want to come back. All right. So what is our team looking like now? And can we make some trades? So Reed Shepherd Fears is going to be our point guard rotation. Drake Powell and Isaiah Joe. DeBancer and Ryan Dunn, I think. And then probably Nate Ament off the bench for Keldon Johnson at the start. So we're definitely going to have to bring in a new center to be the backup. So I kind of like the idea of bringing in Charles Bassey, actually. Let's sign Charles to a contract, and he agrees. So we'll clean the cap sheet out of all three of these guys. And then I think we're going to maybe move on from... I do like having Bryce Sensabaugh on the team. So maybe we'll look to move on from Dylan Brooks, because I don't mind if we're bad again next year, but I just want to see some improvement. So if we make a trade here, we can get Jalen Smith and a first-round pick. We don't really have to play Jalen Smith, which I don't mind doing that. Walker Kessler would be insane. Mikal Bridges, Dalton Connect, Wendell Carter, Najee Marshall, Nick Claxton's kind of cool. Aaron Gordon, Wiggins and Mo Wagner, DeJounte Murray. Jalen Duran is here. But we'd have to give up quite a lot to get him. So... yeah, I actually don't know what I want to do with this trade. This is a very interesting trade proposition here. Kind of like the idea of getting a first round pick, because we can make a big trade next offseason if we need to. And Jalen Smith doesn't actually have to play for us. So thank you, Dylan Brooks. Do we have to do the Jalen Smith? We have to do Jalen Smith, don't we? Yeah, I think we do. Unfortunately. Okay, we'll make this trade. No. Come on, let's do it properly. Let's do it properly. Come on. Come on, 2K. There we go. Bam. Okay, it's probably a risky move, but I'm okay being bad again next year. And we want to find some time for some of these young guys. So, yeah, I think Sensabaugh might miss out, but we'll see. We'll see. I like the look of this team. I do like the look of this team. We're going to go through the player progression. We're going to be really young, and hopefully we can just scrap a few wins, but I'm fine being bad. So, yeah, a lot of green across the board, and now we added AJ Demaster to this team. So, I can see a bright future ahead. See you guys at the end of next season. Okay, we're going to try and get a deal done here with the Mavs. Now, I'm kind of interested in bringing Anthony Davis over to the Suns, and he's having a pretty good year. That's really solid numbers from AD, and the Mavs are a bit in the mid right now. I don't think they're good. I don't think they're great. Same with us. We're 26 and 25. So I think trading Keldon Johnson, Jalen Smith, Ryan Dunn, and the Chicago first round pick that's looking like it's going to be very good. We're going to get Anthony Davis, who we can lock up on a contract extension at the end of the season as well. I believe he is contracted. I think he has an option, or no, he's extended. He's extended. Okay, and on a cheaper contract too. Okay, well, yeah, I'm fine bringing in Anthony Davis. I feel like he can make this team much better. We may have to throw in some other picks and things in here too, but I feel like this is a good start. Let's see if they'd be willing to budge. They're not interested at all. So what if we go and throw this spot best in here as well? And let's throw our pick in there too and see what they say. They're not interested at all. Okay. Well, what if we then come over here and offer up... Do we throw in Isaiah Joe in this trade? Now, that's an interesting opportunity. Iguodaro's not that. Maliwatch is way too valuable. Way too valuable. Do we throw up one of Fears or Reed Shepherd? Reed Shepherd's having a good year. Fears is having a pretty good year himself. I think I'll be okay with saying goodbye to Reed Shepherd in this. And we'll keep our pick this year and maybe offer up like a 2030 pick instead. All of this for AD? Is that an overkill? Let's see what they say. And they agree. Okay, so we made a huge change to this team. We're going to have to figure out who's going to play where, because Fears is our only point guard now. But then the rest of this team is looking really good. Nate Ament and Anthony Davis. We have a lot of centers here, so we can make a trade for a point guard for sure. If we go out and have a look at... I don't know if we want a starting point guard or a backup point guard, but that trade is huge. That trade is massive. So we got Jalen Smith's salary. We have we can flip Jaden Nora as well. And then who else can we throw in here as well? Like Kenan Catchings could be decent. Like trade is 2.5 stars. Okay, let's find a point guard that could be really interesting to bring in. And I'm not too sure, like, Trey Mann could be pretty cool for this team just for a year. I do like that trade. He's locked up for 3 years too, so it could be really cool to bring in Trey Mann. I don't know who else we could really go for. Some of these guys are very expensive. Yeah, maybe we go Trey Mann. I actually don't hate that. Luka would be insane, but we're never going to get Luka. Anthony Black just signed a contract extension. He could have been cool off the bench or something. Yeah, so the Mavs now have a pretty solid team. Anthony Simons is here on the Brooklyn Nets. Do we have enough salary to get to there? I don't think so. Okay, let's go see if we can chat to the Bulls about getting Trey Mann. Now, they obviously can't have too many players on their team, which is going to be a little bit annoying here. So we'll ask for Jang, and we'll also ask for... We can't get Milton. Can't get Caden Boozer. Jay Huff. Okay, would you be willing to do this trade? We'll throw in 2 seconds as well. I don't know if they'll be willing to do this. They're not. I'll throw in a first. But is there anyone on this roster that we can potentially bring in that's going to be like 1 star? Like Zach Collins might be. Nope, he's 2 star. Who is 1 star? None of these guys are going to be 1 star. Markelle Fultz could be that guy. Okay, I'm willing to depart with a first round pick in 20. We'll do this Rockets. We can't do this Rockets pick. I'll do our 20. We can't do that pick. We can't do that pick either. Okay. Well, I don't think this is getting done, unfortunately. What if we take those guys out? They're not going to do that. What if we just go... Oh, it's because Jalen Smith's been there before. Okay, that's probably why. Okay, who else could we potentially bring in? Devin Carter could be cool. Scoot could be kind of cool, but he's due an extension. Yeah, maybe we should have thought about this. Lonzo Ball is interesting. Toe pitch is interesting. I didn't think about that when we traded Reed Shepherd. I did not think about that at all. Is that Trey Jones or Tyus Jones? Trey Jones. AJ Mitchell is interesting. Would they do this for AJ Mitchell? They want Bryce Sensabaugh and they'll give us Brandon Boston. I don't want to do that. Instead, how about we give you Iguodaro and you give us someone that's pretty bad. Cody Martin might be that guy. You give us Cody Martin instead. They don't agree. Okay, who's a bit better value-wise that we can actually afford to give up? Jalen Nora could be that guy. Catchings could be good. Nope, they're not willing to do that. Nope, we're not giving you Anthony Davis. Okay, who else is here that we could potentially move on from? Don't want to give up Charles. Don't want to give up any of these other guys. Okay, I think maybe we made a big error. AJ Mitchell would be so cool to bring in though. AJ Mitchell would be really cool to bring in. Fontecchio is... Okay, Fontecchio is a little bit less. Maybe Isaiah Joe? Maybe we can throw in Isaiah Joe in this trade instead? Like, I guess I'd be willing to do this. For maybe not Brandon Boston. 2 years of Kelly Oubre is not bad. I mean, Cody Martin could just play. No. How much money? 12 mil. Okay. So, Austin Reeves, Trey Murphy, VJ Edgecombe. Not even Brandon Boston can get this done. Okay. What do we do, Isaiah Joe? What does that say? They want Kadima Locke. I don't want to give up Kadima Locke. Okay. Alright, let's just see if we can just get like a backup for... We'll go Jalen Smith. We'll go Catchings, and we'll go a second. Unprotected second. Let's see what Trade Finder can find us instead. Okay, Ty Jerome is good. Ty Jerome is solid, actually. We can flip Zach Collins or not even sign him back. Fred VanVleet for a year or two. Yeah, these are better options. Scottie Pippen, actually. I actually like this Scottie Pippen. And we can just let Brandon Clark go at the end of the year. Yeah, I think that's might be what we do here. There's a Jaden Hardy, but we already traded with the Mavs, so I kind of don't want to do that again. We can bring back Tyus Jones. Yeah. Emmanuel Quickley's on a 1-year deal. That is nuts. Topic and Jeremy Grant. Huh. Jeremy Grant we probably wouldn't want to bring back, but Topic is interesting. There's the Lonzo Ball trade. Yeah, I'm doing the Lonzo Ball trade. Okay, bam, cool. All right, now we made this team very different. Very, very different. I'm gonna start Drake Powell still. Isaiah Joe can probably get like 12 minutes off the bench. I think now we switch it up to a 10-man rotation. And then we try and make the playoffs, I think. I'm happy with trying to make the playoffs this year. I feel like we're definitely at the spot where we can do that. So let's just fix this rotation a little bit. I reckon Charles can get 18 minutes. Lonzo, Sensabaugh is now the 6-man. Maliwatch can get 30 minutes. I want to make sure all these guys are getting at least 30 minutes. So, yeah, so we'll go 32 to the big men. We'll go 32 to Fears as well. Yeah, I'm happy with this team. This team just changed dramatically with a few big trades. So, is there a better system proficiency anywhere? I'm just going to go balanced. I'm going to see you guys at the end of the season. There's hope at the Phoenix Suns, that's for sure. So Wemby, most improved. Rookie of the year goes to AJ. There we go. 6-man of the year goes to Kobe White. Wemby, deep boy. Most improved, Kadeem Mullark. Luka, clutch player. And coach of the year goes to Jason Kidd on the Spurs now. Okay, interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Do we get any Suns on any of these teams? We actually don't. But we get Nate Ament on all NBA second team. AJ here. And Anthony Davis on all defensive second team too. Okay, love to see it. So we are a play-in team, which, you know, is fine. We made some big changes. This offseason, we might make some more changes. That's the points per game. I think what we need to actually do, sometimes in 2K, the shot tendency is busted. So we're going to turn this right up. AJ is probably going to be our second most. And then we'll go like Fears. Yeah, there we go. And we'll boost Sensabaugh up a little bit too. Isaiah Joe can go up a little bit. And Lonzo Ball can go up a tiny bit. Okay, hopefully that fixes this. So we'll come up against the Pelicans, who have a very good team. A very, very, very good team. Let's see if we can get through this game. Not sure if we're going to or not, but we do have Anthony Davis, which doesn't actually look like it's going to help us at all. I think we might be going home here. So lucky we end up keeping our pick. I think we kept our pick. But actually, we have another opportunity here. We have another opportunity and we win. Okay, now we come up against the Spurs. So let's see if we can somehow get this going. Isaiah Joe to start. I guess that's fine. Like, he's better, a little bit better than Drake Powell. I guess we'll just see if the experience is needed. So game 1 goes to the Spurs. Game 2 goes to the Spurs. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to the Spurs. And Game 5 goes to the Spurs. So we make the playoffs for the first time in a couple years, but we don't go very far. We're up against Wemby, and Wemby is taking on Jason Tatum, and the Celtics win in 7. Jason Tatum wins a finals MVP. Okay, cool. This is a big offseason for us, so we need to kind of set this in the right way. So let's see. I don't think we are projected a pick this year. I think, so pick 3 is going to the Bulls. No, pick 4 is the one we traded. So we ended up trading pick 4, which is nuts. And that pick falls down to 6. So the Bulls get number 1 via Portland. We get pick 15 there, which is cool. And that's all we get. So we get a nice little pick there. Now, do we want to keep Budenholzer around? Or is it time to flip the switch? I think it's time to flip the switch. I'm going to fire Budenholzer, right? And we're going to go and try and get Nick Nurse. I think that might have been a mistake. We're going to try and get Chris Finch. We're going to try and get... I thought that was Jamal Murray, but it's not. Is there not? Tyronn Lue would be sick. That would be an awesome pickup. Mike Malone will also be really cool. And then we'll also try and bring in Quinn Schneider as well. There we go. 5 offers out in the market. We don't get any. Okay. We get Ty Lue. Okay, Tyronn Lue is here. That is an awesome pickup for us. Welcome in Tyronn Lue. I really wanted him out of everyone, so let's see what we get here. So NBA draft time. We have pick 15. Unsure who's kind of going to fall to us around this time. So Dylan Mingo's here. Tony Parker, Hall of Fame. I think maybe the point guard's a good pickup. Let's pick up Dylan Mingo. Unsure if he's going to play for us because we did extend Lonzo Ball. But Tyron Stokes ended up going number 1 overall. So Dylan Mingo, welcome. And then we'll bring everyone back here for sure. So a few players that are going to get paid next offseason. So Bryce Sensabaugh, we're going to pay. Hopefully he doesn't want insane money. 20 mil would be nice. And he... where is he? Mo Bamba and Jordan Noir are going to go. So he's an 83 overall. So I would like to bring him back wherever he is. Bryce Sensabaugh. He wants, 20 mil. We only have 16 mil to really spend. So that is a worry. Okay. Can we clear out some space and bring back our guy? Let's have a look and see. So Isaiah Joe is on a lot of money. We should have maybe declined that. Let's see if we can maybe get something for him. Patrick Williams, Fred VanVleet, Toppin. Sacramento will give us a 28 first round pick. Which, you know what? We're going to take that. We're going to take that. Okay. Can we now sign Bryce Sensabaugh back? I would actually like to pay him the money. And he will come back. Okay. He's been a really good acquisition for us. So if we can sign him on maybe $24 million, and we'll go a player option as well, I'm fine with that. That's a decent price for him, but he's been a good player, and we do get him back. So let's just make sure we sign him. Cool. All right. So now our team is going to be Jeremiah Fears and Lonzo Ball. It's going to be Drake Powell. We need to sign a new shooting guard. Debansar and Sensabaugh. I mean, look at those numbers from last year. He was pretty good. Nate Ament and Anthony Davis, Kenny Malak, and Charles Bassey. So, yeah, pretty solid team right there. So, I think we just need to sign a shooting guard. And I don't know if we're going to be able to afford many shooting guards. Grayson Allen is here, but he's probably going to regress. Vince Williams Jr. is not too bad. Nikhil Alexander-Walker is not too bad. There is actually quite a few decent players here. I think Vince Williams would be nice to pick up for a year. We'll go 2-year deal, 6 mil. If he wants to take that, and he does. Okay, cool. So this team, hopefully the player progression's kind to us and we get a couple of players growing, but I like this team a lot. Anthony Davis is down a little bit, but AJ Debansar, Fears, Malak, everyone's going up. So yeah, AD is a good acquisition for this team. I still think he's got a lot to give to this team. I reckon this is going to be a big year for us. I'll see you guys at the end of it. So Wemby wins another MVP. Tyron Stokes takes out Rookie of the Year. Boogie Flan's 6th Player of the Year. Did we trade him there? I don't think we ever drafted him, actually. Wemby Depoy. Mikael Brown Jr., Most Improved and Clutch Player goes to Darren Peterson. Jason Kidd, 17 and 12. Wow, that is nuts. We don't get anyone on all NBA teams. We don't get anyone on that team. Wow, okay. We end up as the 2nd seed, though, but we get a bit disrespected by everything else. Debansar led the way. Nice. Anthony Davis. Okay. I mean, here's 35. Bryce Sensabaugh. That contract is worth everything. That's insane. He's actually breaking out so much. Jeremiah Fears was good. Nate Ament was pretty good. Dwight Powell was good. Our centers, like, I mean, Kadeem Malak was great, but the rebound issue is a little bit of a problem. Okay. Let's just see what happens. Who are we going to draw? We actually made the playoffs this year. We're drawing Memphis here, who have a very good team. They have Lou Dort on their team as well, and Pascal off the bench. So game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to Memphis. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. And Game 5 goes to us. So we draw Minnesota now, who, yeah, have a really good team. They have Vucevic, Dillingham coming off the bench. They have a really good team. That's kind of scary, not gonna lie. So let's just reset the minutes a little bit. So Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And Game 4 goes to Minnesota. Game 5 goes to us. We're through the conference finals here, and we're going to draw San Antonio. So the team we didn't really want to draw, we draw. Okay. So they have Casper, Yakashonis, Castle, Vassell. They still have KD. Okay. Interesting. So this could be a KD revenge game. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to them. Every time we lose, I'm just going to reset the minutes and see if that helps. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to them. Okay, this is probably going to go to a Game 7. Let's see what happens. Game 5 here goes to them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on, boys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take it home. So we're at home right now. Can we please just win this? Force a Game 7, and then anything can happen in a Game 7. And it looks like we may go through to the next game. Okay. Amazing. We draw a Game 7. So the Suns are possibly back. So we're away here, but I'm hoping we can just hold Wemby down. And it does not look like it at all. Unless we have an all-time comeback, which we do. We do. We win by 2 points. That is insane. The banter goes off. Love to see it. What did Wemby have? Okay, Wemby was much better. AJ DeBanster coming up against Evan Mobley. That is wild. All right. Let's see how they want to take this. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And Game 4... Okay, the Phoenix Suns are your NBA champions. That is insane. AJ DeBanster, a franchise-altering star, wins it all. So trading for AD, it worked. It definitely worked. I was happy with that. So yeah, DeBanster, Fears, AD, Nate Ament. We have a very, very young team here, but we still have Lonzo Ball, still have Charles Bassey, and obviously have Anthony Davis. A good mix of young and old. Maybe this is what the Phoenix Suns have to do. Just blow it up at the end of the season. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate all love and support, and I'll catch you in the next video.